because the Fed only controls monetary policy by two main things, which is number one, manipulating short-term interest rates, and number two, open market activities. And the Fed, for years on end after the financial crisis, kept short-term interest rates too low and manipulated longer-term rates farther out on the curve by printing money and buying bonds. Bernanke did that after the financial crisis, and Janet Yellen did it, and now Powell has done it up until recently. But the Fed balance sheet ballooned to trillions and trillions of dollars. So effectively, the Fed outlawed the economic cycles that we normally had, that flushed out all the excess speculation and flushed out all of the inflation that we experience. We don't have that anymore. So naturally, this inflation that was brought to unbelievable heights under the Biden administration with, the reckless Fed policy of keeping interest rates at zero for too long and printing money insanely and increasing the money supply, along with completely reckless fiscal spending, the $7 trillion that was spent under the Biden administration. We've essentially outlawed the economic cycles that we used to have. I was reading an article the other day where the guy was talking about, going back to the 1800s, every 4 to 5 years we'd have a recession. That was like the pattern. Every 4 to 5 years we'd have a recession. All the excesses would be wrung out. The economy would begin to recover, and things would eventually go back to normal. But things were much more volatile than they are now. Now it's like every 9 to 10 years, and I would argue it's been 15 years since the last real severe recession, which was the 08-09 financial crisis. We haven't had a real recession since then. We've had modest downturns, but the Fed has been so overly manipulative, if that's a word, manipulative, has been over manipulating financial and economic conditions to the extent that we haven't really had a recession in the last 12 to 15 years.